Everyone, this is Damage Gamer, and I'll be returning to the RTS series. Wow, it's been so long since I've done any RTS series. And yes, I am taking a break from Rise of Nations. I'm gonna be moving into Command and Conquer Generals. Be interesting. Gonna do campaign, normal. I'm not trying to show off. I mean, I can't really show off. I don't have any skills to show off. I'm just here for nostalgia's sake.
Greetings, Comrade General. I am Lin Zhang, your senior intelligence officer. Today, as we claim our rightful place among the world's leading nations, your troops will provide security for the glorious display of our military strength. The People's Army will not tire in our pursuit of the terrorist enemy.
Chinese Military Parade Beijing. Dragon Rises? I missed the last bit. What's playing is the Chinese national anthem. How the hell do you sneak through like that? Like, how do you get that many troops? Who the hell's responsible for security? Oh, look at that. That can't be good. Don't you love it when you have like people that just run through vehicles? This is the scene that got this game banned in China. Chinese government wasn't too fond of, you know, their airmen getting bombed.
The GLA hope to deter us with their cowardly attack. We will now strike back and destroy the GLA. Make them pay, General.
Storage tanks sealed. Adjusting gas valves. Our base is under attack. Everything ready.
Unit lost.
Right, that was like, I think they attack.
Temperature stable.
Let's get some. Get some dragon tanks. What else do I have? I have a lot of what do you call it? I have a lot of anti-infantry. So some tank hunters wouldn't be bad.
Pressure level set. Moving volatiles. It is very hot in here. Right. We are moving.
Yeah, this brings so many memories. I mean, I was still terrible.
Surround them in flames. Set them ablazing.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, dragon tanks are
Gas valves.
pretty broken.
Let's get closer. We'll tell you the hour. Everything ready here. Temperature stable. Moving volatiles.
Let's deal with these. Yeah, I'm not too worried about infantry. It's their armor units that I'm worried a bit more.
Their tanks are vastly superior to anything the GLA can send against us. Like many of our units, they are most effective in large groups.
All units, advance. GLA detected in forest beyond the bridge.
Wait, I get reinforcements?
Adjusting gas valves.
Actually, speaking of reinforcements, it's kind of funny. Alright. What was the game that made me use, what do you call it? That made me use,
Forces back. A fire strike is on the way. Tiger Wing, we have pulled back from the area. You are now clear to commence your attack.
sorry. What was I talking about? That completely destroyed my train of thought. Alright, there was a game. Oh yeah, Age of Empires. R is attack move, which throws my.
One final task remains, General. Destroy the weapon stockpile deny the GLA control of our nuclear arsenal.
Let's just attack.
Maintain a smooth ride.
Like these early ones, you don't expect much.
Yes, China can use this.
For those of you who don't know, you could capture stuff.
Armor battalion, advance!
Moving rocket launcher. China's rocket soldier. Let's find the tanks.
The enemy has been crushed.
I don't expect it to be too tough. Let's just repair. There are commander skills. There are, you know, certain units that excel at certain things more than others. You are not healing much, are you? The units do get stuck on one another. I don't think I want to charge you first. But as you can see, dragon tanks, sorry, take a long time with taking out armor units. Otherwise, man, they are very effective. Against these lightly armored technicals, they're doing fine.
We have reached the weapons storage facility. Destroy it to prevent any further GLA attacks on our people.
Everything ready here.
Yeah, destroy that. But there are three factions: GLA, China, and USA. They have their strengths, they have their weaknesses. Trying to pull him out so he'll live.
We are victorious.
How the GLA managed to set this up is beyond belief. It's like, what are you doing? Who's doing security? But yeah, I played a lot. I had fun, but some of them are just
General,
really tough.
the GLA cell has been unmasked in Hong Kong. We suspect the terrorists have targeted buildings in the commercial center. The cell must be crushed and its members eradicated. Strike hard, General, and without mercy.
Yeah, this one is interesting because the GLA will have a unit that I don't think I could use their terms. I might get my channel blacklisted or something. Black flagged. It's flagged. So here, I know this bridge exists. I think it's wider than that. I mean, the unit models are off, right? These infantry are huge. I can understand if the tanks take up that much space. These infantry, look at it. They cover one entire lane. Imagine how big they are. And they're like as tall as the tanks. Anyone want to guess what those are? Given the flashy entrance of the GLA, I think it's pretty obvious what those could be. But yeah, I would love to have those overlords. It would have been nice to have. So just know that
General, the terrorists have taken over the convention center. You are going to have to destroy it and the attached parking structures to stop the terrorist threat.
The bridge is gone.
For China.
General, that's all that's left of the assault force.
Nice
We need to
location.
build a command center and a radar.
We're building our base on the field.
nuclear reactor.
Look real nice when it's done.
Fighting for the red
Alright, there's also another threat.
defend this territory. Moving to new area.
Gonna be annoying to deal with.
Defend this territory. I'm carrying the big gun. Moving rocket launcher.
What do we have? Killer barrage sounds pretty good.
Enemy tanks out there. Ready for orders. Enemy tanks out there.
Construction
Track down the enemy.
China has been
I have. Okay, no, I could already build supplies. So you need to gather resources, build up. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right?
Yes, General.
I think I want this mission introduce Gatling tanks, so I'll probably use Gatling and
Construction is complete. We have big plans. Building is complete.
get some defenses up,
We will live in prosperity.
get some more power. I'll probably need it. And building.
Let's pick up some goods. Build orders complete, sir.
Got the nuclear reactor. Get our war factory.
Nice location.
That building looks safe.
It's not safe.
Building is
Spoilers alert. Get a Gatling gun here. So just a warning, I'm one of those who likes to turtle up. So it usually takes a while before I get going. Need to destroy that. Alright, I need radar. Dragon tank are 800. Start working on that. I need dragon tank and Gatling tanks. So both are anti-infantry. Both are weak against tanks.
Upgrade complete.
I want to destroy this sooner rather than later.
There's a train coming. It's very hot in here. Get off the track.
Are those our reinforcements? Okay. Got some reinforcements.
General, the GLA have sent in their toxin tractors. They fire a toxic green ooze. Keep your infantry away from them and use your tanks to deal with this new threat.
Yep. That's the plan. These guys could attack buildings and kill all infantry that are inside.
Everything ready here. Maintain a smooth ride.
Right, I can't. Actually, no, I could start targeting this now.
It is very hot in here.
So it's already moving.
Pressure levels set. Moving volatiles. Let us get closer. Maintain a
Now let's start dealing with you.
moving volatiles. Keep it.
But they are like,
Let us get closer.
you know, they are basically like dragon tanks of
It is very hot in here.
the PLA.
Right, we are moving. Gatling tank, ready for action. Of course. Everything ready.
But they are not the most annoying unit here.
Gas valve.
I know, that's hard to believe, right? It's like, what? Yeah, there are more
Let us get closer. Right, we are
annoying enemies.
keep.
So I do want to destroy this sooner rather than later.
We are moving. Keep it steady. General, toxin base inside. Let us get closer.
I need to pay attention.
Keep it steady.
Otherwise, it's going to be...
We are moving.
But the difference is they leave behind an ooze.
Maintain a smooth ride. Keep it.
Let's destroy this so that they can't produce more. Who cares about fences?
Keep it steady.
Good work, General.
Maintain a
You've
smooth
destroyed
ride.
their toxin
Right,
base.
we are moving.
Now they shouldn't be able to build any more toxin tractors.
Moving volatiles.
But they shouldn't. Shouldn't doesn't mean they won't. Okay, I do need barracks. Oh. You cancel one of these, otherwise I can't afford a barracks. Any barracks? Or should I just build up my forces?
It's very hot in here. Gatling tank, ready for action.
I did get promotions.
Adjusting gas valves. Storage tanks
Okay, none of them needs healing.
closer.
Let's capture some buildings. I know I'm not doing a great job. So, really hard to describe. Right? The thing is,
Unit lost.
once you start playing, I mean, once you play a lot of this game, a lot of things are yes or no. Right? It's
Upgrade complete.
how do I describe it? But China can't go for quantities. Actually, no, GLA is more quantity. China is a bit more different. Oh, so as you can see, reduce the cost of vehicles. Maybe I should have captured that before I started. Before I kept reducing units.
Unit lost.
Here? Yeah, we have some very annoying units. Okay, I need 2 control groups. And that should be enough. But there are some really annoying units. Yeah, those guys. I call them bombers. Because that's basically what they do. They come and they go boom. That's why I like.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
That's why I like Gatling tanks, because they can shoot at a safe distance and basically clean up the enemy bombers before they get too close. Because those bombers do a ton of damage. As you can see, they are wrecking everything. Technicals, enemy infantry, doesn't matter. Because the problem is, dragon tanks are too close range. Right, so their problem lies in the fact that they need to get way too close. I don't know if there's friendly fire though, or the flames. I don't even know what my Gatling tanks are doing. I'm like, I'll just let them do what they're doing. Because they're clearly doing something right. There's one more section. So yeah, for a lot of these, if you don't know what you're doing, the first time is quite a surprise. Oh shoot. Wait, these even produce that? That doesn't even make sense. I can understand if you have like infantry, right, coming out of those.
The terrorist threat is finished. Good work, General.
But producing like cars, that's a bit pushing it. Maybe one more. Depends how long it takes for me to use some of these. I'm pretty slow. I'm a turtle type.
We have a most critical situation. Another terror cell has infested the area surrounding the Three Gorges Dam. Enemy reinforcements now threaten our own valiant troops, including our agent, codenamed Black Lotus. Use any means necessary to halt this GLA advance and annihilate their...
Oh right, this one. Three Gorges Dam, Hubei Province, China, a flood of violence. The Black Lotus is like a hero unit. So each faction has a hero unit. They're all pretty cool in their own way.
Destroy the dam. Flooding the valley is the only way we can stop the GLA now. Hurry, before the forces escape.
Destroy the dam.
Storage tanks sealed. Maintain a smooth ride. Pressure levels
Yeah, I need to destroy the dam. Like, it's pretty crazy. Like, when you think about what you have to do. There's Black Lotus. I need to rebuild an entire base. So this will buy me some time. Destroy some of the GLA forces.
With the dam broken, the water level is dropping. If the water drops enough, they'll be able to cross.
We need to build up more forces before the GLA cross the river.
Yeah, I hate that transition.
Need a transfer. Got it. Quickly.
Capture buildings. Are there any buildings to capture? I don't know this map well enough.
Where is the battle? Carrying out orders. The People's Army. Understood.
Oh, they're still attacking.
temperature stable. Maintain a smooth ride.
Fighting for the Red Army. We are the Red Guard. Our base is being attacked.
Pressure levels just get closer. Hold them down.
Sometimes what your units can attack and can't attack is really weird.
Keep it steady.
Give me a job.
Do we have any? Okay, we do.
Construction is complete. We will live in prosperity.
Okay, we got another one here. Perfect. What I need.
What is it?
I will capture that first. This is your hero unit. I don't remember using her very much. But once the water drops, there'll be a path here. So that's gonna be very messy. Let's just put it that way.
It will look real nice when it's done. Building
I'm
is
listening.
complete.
Uplink available.
It doesn't have the same sort of cooldowns.
Let's take a look.
We have bunkers,
That's a good start.
and we have
Nice location.
Gatling guns.
We will live in
Few of those. Get this up.
China will grow larger. Let's pick up some goods.
Get some. And you do need to build a radar to get a mini map. I know I'm not doing a great job explaining. It takes a lot of concentration for me to
Let's move.
We'll tear through their armor.
get things going.
Spec. We'll tear
Got
through
it.
their armor. I built for China.
Upgrade complete.
Get another bunker. And let's also grab one of these. I have enough. Question is, what will I be getting?
Sir, the GLA will be able to cross the river soon. Let's prepare a warm welcome for them.
Carrying the big gun. China's rocket
What do you think I'm doing here?
under here. Yes, General. I built for
Just idling?
nice location.
Chain gun. Black napalm.
China's rocket soldier. Construction.
Go there.
We have big plans. Building is complete.
I think I'll get another barracks.
Very good plan, General. Carrying the big gun. We will live in prosperity.
I wish this wasn't so far away.
Give me a job.
Orders complete.
Let's grab artillery barrage. I am a pretty big fan of it.
That's right. The water level has dropped. The GLA are crossing the river.
I built for China. Black napalm upgrade is complete.
Get a bunch of these, and then let's get some.
General, our base is under attack.
Yeah, I think dragon tanks are still the better choice.
I'm listening. Let's move.
I don't think I ever really explored down here. Okay, so we do have more resources we can gather there. Yeah, the Gatling gun should do plenty of damage. I mean, it is basically anti-infantry.
They're attacking our base.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
We have big plans.
Let's build another supply center. I can.
What is it? That's right. Got it.
So, my plan is simple. Get a ton of dragon hunters? Tank hunters. Dragon hunters. Don't mind me. I don't know sometimes what I'm talking about. But they will be used to bust through enemy tanks. And then my dragon tanks will be used to bust through the enemy infantry.
I'm listening.
You shouldn't be spotted. Let's save first. Objectives. It doesn't say she has to survive, but it'd be nice if she survives. Put it that way. Let's get another one of those. And I should get a good amount of resources over time. The black napalm just make them do quite a bit of damage. Like quite a bit. Now I'll get 2 more. And that might be enough. Might. Are you damaged? No. Okay, that's fine. Grab 2 more. Probably take this roughly same amount of time for that. The last dragon tank. That'll be control group 2. Control group 1. Oh, of course. Of course you arrive right now. What's annoying is the fact that this bridge is a choke point. And since I'm going on the offensive, it's not the easiest thing to break through. The tank hunters are great against. They are great dealing with enemy. Yeah, these are pretty annoying. Scorpions. Let's start taking these out. Let's focus on these. They might be garrisoned, but take that out.
Supply are sitting in the middle of the town. If we can cut them off from their supplies, they will be
Yeah, those missiles are pretty annoying. deal with. Get rid of that first. I don't know if they have tractors or not. Really? Just ignore that? Yeah, those missiles are pretty annoying. We are burning through a lot of them. Let's just attack, move. Black napalm is good, but ugh. Yeah, I need you to start building up a base. Oh, I hate the fact that they can't see very far. Mission objective. Destroy the GLA base. Ugh, just finding the space. Make it work. Yeah, they're a little confused. Buildings do take a lot of damage, so they will fall over time. I do have to pay attention. But they are replenishing those very quickly. So let's get barracks here. As you can see, these guys are doing pretty well. I think Battlemaster will actually take even more damage. I need to do a kind of a... I need to do a kind of a... like leapfrogging tactic. Just sizzle them. Yeah, this is pretty annoying. Like, this is not quite the kind of fight I want. It's a bit too... The sad thing is, it is mostly, you know, fight inch by inch. Until you're able to just force through them. It ain't pretty. Let's just put it that way. They are getting supplies there, but I don't think the AI ever runs out of supplies, so... Oh man. Yeah, they have some really weird sight issue. Yeah, we will be fighting. It will feel like we're fighting streets. Fighting for every single street. It ain't going to be pretty, but we're gonna have to get it done. Garrison these. We will garrison these. And even there, they are doing quite well. Yeah, as you can see, these buildings will take a ton of damage. They will try to ram it. And I'm hoping to use my dragon tank. And let's... Actually, they are not cutting it. So, let's get... actually... You just build that. I will have this one build the chain gun. Because it's not quite cutting it. And tank hunters are actually pretty decent. Oh god. That does look scary. I will tell you that much. I mean, I do need some of these guys to help clear out the buildings faster. Because otherwise, I don't really have a lot of tools for that right now. Let's get more tank hunters. We will inch closer towards them. Yeah, that's their base. So yeah, they don't have the range, so that's totally fine. Focus on these guys. I guess the dragon tanks aren't quite necessary in this case. That is taking quite a bit of damage. Just keep attacking. Yeah, this is absolutely brutal. I don't even know what's happening. Just keep attacking, I guess. Go group 4. Let's focus on the back there. We do need to... I mean, we have gotten through. Yeah, let's take out those. It's on these. Destroyed their main production. Take out their static defenses. Yeah, the black napalm is pretty powerful. These guys are going to have a hard time. I mean, they will get through eventually. It's not the easiest way. As you can see, I play pretty sloppy. Okay, I'm running out of supplies. But why is nobody attacking this? What's with their aggro? That should go down very quickly. Yeah, no. The only reason I figured this out was before. Oh man, let me talk about. Before I was like, okay, battle masters, Gatling guns, and then push my way through. It was horrible. Like if you look at the map, right, the amount of units they have, you're fighting every single street, and those scorpions pack a missile that actually hits pretty hard. So it wasn't very cost effective. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there are all these buildings. If I get tank hunters, garrison them, control one section at a time. Eventually, I'll be able to push through. And as you can see, that was kind of clean. I mean, I probably could have done better, but I was leaping from building to building, just controlling the points and just forcing the AI into a situation that favored me more. And in the end, that it felt like that way because I was able to fight that without. I mean, yes, I lost units. I don't know if you could actually win any of these without losing units, though. Like you're meant to build units and lose them. It's kind of tough. I mean, maybe someone who's very good can do that, but honestly, against what you're facing, I just maybe if you play very cautiously, grab building at a time, use your range, bait your enemies. Maybe you can kind of make that work, and then I can definitely see it kind of work, but it would take so long to make that possible. I'm definitely not close being good enough. And I should have a save. If I don't, I'll be sad. So if I go load game, there should be, yeah, kind of 4. I think there's 5 missions for each. And then I will also move into 0 hours. But, yeah, because I was focusing so much, I haven't been doing a good job explaining it. I hope it's not too loud. So, you have 3 factions. You have China, GLA, and USA. USA are supposed to be these high-tech faction. GLA is supposed to be low-tech, going more for quantity over quality. And China is kind of like in the middle. 0 hour will vastly change that, and we'll talk about it when we get there. So, for China, like your basic buildings are the same, right? You have your barracks for training your infantry. You have your war factories or whatever to train your tanks or whatever. And you also have airports. Well, okay, GLA doesn't have airports. China and USA have airports, so they have air units. But GLA is like purely ground, but GLA also have ways to. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Because I understand, I played a lot of this, and for those who never seen this, they're like, what is going on? Let me see how I can do a better job. So, let's talk about the units I've unlocked so far. Actually, this is getting kind of loud. So far with the units, it's loud for me. Maybe it's not for you. So for China, the units I have so far, right? I have Red Guard, my basic infantry unit. They can capture buildings. And note that it's not just neutral buildings. So earlier you saw refinery, oil derricks. Those provide benefits. But if you are able to get close to the enemy, you could actually capture their buildings too. That's actually pretty cool. Then you have tank hunters. Anti-tank, but they're weak against enemy infantry. So if you have like 10 tank hunters versus 10 red guards, the red guards will win every time. Unless you have terrain advantage, then the tank hunters might be able to pull a victory. It's crazy how certain units can become very broken with the right promotion and just the right terrain. And then in terms of our tanks, we have the Battle Master. I think it's called Battle Master. It's your basic Chinese tank. You have the Gatling tank, anti-infantry, fairly long ranged, and anti-air. And you have the Dragon tank, which is anti-building, anti-infantry. They are pretty fun to use in certain situations, but yeah, when it comes to fighting enemy tanks, you can see against The Scorpions, which are the GLA basic tank units, they're not that great. And then there's also a troop crawler. So if I load up on the saves, load game. So these are the troop crawlers. When you complete them, they carry. They come with 8 red guards, and they can detect stealth units. So they are basically an infantry transport. They're fairly fast. So they are faster than your red guards. So if you need to get some red guards to a location to maybe capture the buildings, that's where you can use it. 0 hour will actually have some interesting things you can do with them. So yeah, that's basically it. And then China has 2 defensive structures. The Gatling gun, which is basically anti-infantry, fast firing. And then the bunkers, where you could put infantry inside, where they could fire out. So overall, is it balanced? Kind of. I mean, I play against AI, so I guess when it comes to balance, I don't know. But as we go through other missions, you'll see all the different units, and you might come to your own conclusion about whether certain units are too strong or certain units are just too weak. Anyways, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have a good one.